Hello, good day to all of you. I have a very special guest right now. He was the
Yoo-hoo.
2017 Mr. International Indonesia and
Yeah.
top 12 in the Mr. International
Wow.
2017. Let's welcome Alva Kasenda. Hello, Alva.
Hello, so dudes. Hello,
Okay.
everyone.
So, how are you?
I'm good. What about
Okay.
you?
So, Alva, a lot of people are
Hmm.
actually requesting me to have a conversation with you, and finally, you find
Yeah.
time to have,
Aduh.
to have this schedule with me. Okay, so my questions will be random,
Mhm.
so just answer them.
Okay.
Okay, let's start from the beginning. Prior to you winning the Mr. International Indonesia, have you joined different local pageants before?
Yeah, actually, it was started when I was a student in senior high school. It is a remote area in Sangihe Island. Have you heard
Mhm.
about it?
Yes,
Yeah, it's
yes,
just like a
yes.
small area between Philippines, Indonesia, in the southern of Philippines, in the northern of Indonesia and the southern of
Mhm.
Philippines.
So
So
when you
I start.
competed, I mean, you were still a student, right?
Yeah,
Who
sure.
actually motivated you or who encouraged you to join pageants? Because it's
Okay.
not normal, right? Especially in Indonesia, it's not really that, you know.
You want to
Mm,
listen my honest question and my honest
yes.
answer? Do you want to
Mm,
listen to my
of
honest?
course. Mm,
Actually, at the time, I was, let's say, forced by my teacher, like, Alva, come on, let's join a kind of pageantry. It was called Ungke Momo there. So
mhm.
Ungke for the male and Momo is for the female. And at the time, I was so young because I was just, if I'm not mistaken, around 15 years old.
15.
Yeah, very
Very
first time
young.
I joined pageantry. Yeah, I did that actually kind of reluctantly. So just yeah,
Did
joined the
you win?
competition. At the time, I won as let's say the reward, just the reward for
Mm.
the most intelligence. Yeah,
Okay.
unke. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's your first time, right? You still didn't know
yeah, and
how
I
to
was
go
so
about it.
skinny at the time,
So
very very skinny.
after
Mhm.
that, I think you enjoyed it because you still joined another pageant.
Yeah.
Mm. So what
So,
happened? Will you please share it to us?
okay, so based on the story, actually, since I realized that pageantry is so challenging because we have to do some aspects like showing our talents and like runway and what else like we let's say a runway with if evening like evening suit, and we do the like a table manner, a lot of things that at the time I was really a bit strange for me because I was living in a very very small village, and
Mhm.
I don't even know about the table manner and everything. So at the time I really learned a lot. That's why it really encouraged me to do more competitions like another pageant.
Mhm. So
So at the time,
you're from Manado.
no, actually
No.
from a small island, Sangihe Island that I told you.
Okay.
You can Google it. Yeah, it's
Mhm,
so
mhm.
it's so close with the Philippines, Mindanao Selatan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Amazing. Mm. So, when did you start
Mm.
joining national pageant?
Oh yeah. Since I was a student in college actually, so yeah, at the time I was invited by my friend. He told me like, Alpha, we have a kind of pageant, but this is not a real pageant, but Elman. Yeah, at the time
Element.
because Elman, yeah, Elman with the new concept. They
Mhm.
say it is Elman Awards. So the one who, let's say, win the competition will represent Indonesia in Mr. International in Myanmar. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that is the very first time. It's around
Mm.
3 years ago, if I'm yeah, 3 years ago,
Okay.
2017.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So when you competed, you joined on your own, or there was a manager who was
Mhm.
taking care of you?
Um, nope, actually,
Uh,
because I just the requirements to join the competition. It's just taking a photo. You just let's say make a kind of unique captions. If you are selected, then you just go to Jakarta, and Elman will, let's say, how do you say that? Like, Elman will pay for all the like accommodations, transportations, and expenses. Yeah.
So when you started, okay, you signed up for Elman, and you were aware that whoever wins then would represent Indonesia for the Mr. International. So you were eyeing for that. Were you eyeing to represent Indonesia for international pageant?
To be honest, yeah, I'm really actually willing to be a representative of Indonesia at the time. But I'm not that kind of ambitious to be the winner of Elman Awards, actually, because at the time I feel so insecure. I was from a small island, and I just, with a very small experience, I felt like, okay, I think I am grateful to be here just to be the grand finalist, not to be the winner. So that's why at the time.
So when I saw a clip of that, you got a special award, right?
Yeah, the best
what
physics.
Was that? Best in physics.
The best physics, yeah.
Okay, so when you won that particular award, were you thinking or were you feeling that, oh, I have a big chance of clinching the title?
Okay, let me explain about this first, Sir Lutz. Actually, there are 4 kinds of awards. The first one is the best physique, and the second one is the best transformation, and the third one is the honorable mention, and the last one is the public figure award, if I'm not mistaken. So for me and my friend, we are just actually allowed to join 2 awards. I mean, like for local people, not from artists or from celebgram or something like that. So we joined the best physique and the best transformation, and I was categorized as the nominee for the best physique based on my body, because some of the let's say participants, they were categorized as the nominee for the best transformation based on their photos from after and before and after.
Okay.
Mine is just posting with the products with Elman.
So when they announced that you won the Mr. International, so what was your feeling that time?
Oh my God, I was so speechless. I like, oh my God, is this for real? Like, am I dreaming? I just can't believe it. Like, my friend, Alpha, come on, like, Alpha, come on, step forward, you're the winner. Like, oh yeah, really, like, oh my God.
So basically, that winning has changed your life, right?
Yeah, I thought so at the time. I thought so, but since actually I realized that we are not, how do you say, like, get a contract from Elman, like officially, and it makes me, to decide to go back to Manado to continue my education.
So you were not yet a graduate.
Yeah,
of a degree when you won
7th semester. In the 7th semester, actually.
So you stopped for a while when you competed in Myanmar. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go to the international pageant. I saw the video. I even downloaded the entire video of the pageant. I have a copy of that.
Really appreciate that.
Did you win? Did you win the best in costume that time?
Actually, the committee told me that Indonesia, India, Netherlands, we are actually becoming the top 5, the best national costume.
Because you had a very amazing national costume.
It's grande.
Yeah, in the introduction, right? When you were introducing yourselves. And then, okay, so they chose, actually you were included in the top 12, no? And then it's supposed to be top 16, but the 4 were, what do you call that? How do you call that? No, I mean, you were already in the 12, but they chose another 4 wild cards, right?
Wild cards, yeah.
Wild cards.
I'm the first one from Asia.
Yeah.
They call
okay. So so when you made it in the top 12, no? So what were you feeling that time? Were you really on the competition, stance already that were you telling yourself, I have to win this
Uh-huh.
pageant, I have to win this?
Um, at the time, I think the first time I felt at the time, I just speechless because since I let's say I represent Indonesia, and it's like a very big burden for me
Yeah.
at the first day when I arrived
Yeah.
at. But since I just enjoy it, and I really love, let's say, mingle with another countries, another participants. And when they announced me as a winner, I felt like, God, I'm so thankful. I know I made this because not because of me, but because of Indonesia supporters, because of
Yeah.
your grace and something like that. And I was really, yeah, I'm not that kind of like, okay, I have to win this.
Yeah.
Just,
Okay.
yeah,
But
just let it
who was
flow and
who
explore.
was your roommate?
They were Korea and Japan.
Okay, so the three of you were in the same room, Korea and
Yeah,
Japan.
Korea and Japan.
Okay. But who among the contestants
Uh,
you develop a close friendship
ah,
or strong
from
friendship?
Netherlands, from Netherlands, from
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Yeah.
Why? Mm.
Because he has Indonesian blood, and yeah, he
Okay.
can speak, yeah, a little bit
Bahasa
Indonesia.
Indonesia. Mm.
Yeah, that's Indonesia.
So after the pageant, actually, I
Mhm.
was expecting, if for example, I've
Mhm.
already known you during that time. I was expecting you to make it in the top 10, right? They chose top 10 after that, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
what did you feel when your name, I mean, Indonesia was not called for the top 10 in the top 10?
Yeah, I'm not that kind of like disappointed or something like that, but I just felt like, to represent Indonesia in international pageantry in Myanmar, it's
Mm.
like it's a big
It's
achievement for
already,
me, and
yeah,
it's a big pride. So
yeah.
I'm proud of it. That's why top
And
12,
of
I
course,
think
no,
it's more than enough.
being in the top 12 is already
Mm.
an achievement, considering it's your
Yeah,
first time
exactly.
to compete
Yep.
internationally, and you were very young, at least.
Very young and very, very small.
Yeah,
Very, I think, yeah,
I think,
shorter than the other
yeah,
country.
you were, as compared to them, no, they were taller, right?
Yeah, so tall. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and you look like, a young boy.
Yeah.
If if you will look at,
And if you
if you
want
will look at
to
you there.
answer this, actually, if you wanna know the little secret,
Mm,
one of my mistake is I did a sunbathe and my skin is getting darker
mm,
because some friends of mine they told me that, Fa, you better get a darker skin because
mm,
the how is it like the owner of Mr. International, they love Latinos with the tan skin. And at the time, I
uh,
was so dark. And like, oh my goodness! And I got,
okay.
yeah, a bit, yeah.
Mm,
How do you say that? Like, how I forgot all that. It's not a bully actually, but
mm.
like Indonesia, why is it so dark?
Okay.
Yeah, they compare me with other participants. But
Mm,
oh my goodness, yeah, yeah,
mm.
that was
Okay.
my mistake.
So okay, so you came back here in Indonesia, right? So
Mhm.
you went back to school after that.
Um, yeah, I was continue education.
What was the course that you took in the university?
Actually, it's a literature.
Literature. Okay.
Yeah,
So English. You're an English major
yeah,
somehow. Okay.
somehow. But
And
actually,
mm,
oh yeah,
yeah.
hello.
A lot of people do not know that you are a teacher, right? Mm.
Yeah, I've
So
tried to hide it
yeah.
actually.
So could you please share something about how did you, from, of course, people will be surprised, no? Like, oh, he's a male
Yeah.
pageant winner. He's Mr. International Indonesia. What is he doing teaching kids? So why did you plunge into that career? Mm,
Yeah, it's a calling actually, Sir Goods.
mm,
Since I love teaching, I love sharing my experience, my knowledge, and I just do it because yeah, that's my calling, and that's
Mm,
my purpose, to help many people, to help them, to educate them.
mm,
And actually, speaking of the salary, how much
mm.
the
Yeah.
salary from the teacher, right? It's very 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 cheap. I mean, very very little. And yeah, I just focusing on doing that thing because I love it, and yeah, that's my calling actually.
Yeah. Well, at the same time, no, I'm so amazed when I met you because, aside from teaching, you were doing coaching on the side, you were doing some marketing on the side, you were doing some TV guestings, you were doing uh, YouTube
Whatever.
videos, you were doing so many things, and then you were
Mm.
also active in the church. I mean, how do you manage to do all these things?
Yeah, it's all about the priority, right?
Hmm.
But how you choose the best one for you. And I actually do those things for survive. Just like coaching or emceeing or others. Get more money, you can survive in Jakarta. Otherwise, you're going to be a beggar here.
Yeah, yeah. The first time
It's
I
very
met you
tough
was
here.
that when you were hosting,
Hmm.
the press conference, no, of Manuhara. Okay, one thing that struck me most about you was that you were really very serious with the job. I mean, you were really preparing so much. You were really,
Okay,
practicing and
okay, okay.
rehearsing on the side. You're so good. That's why during the press conference you were on point. I mean, you performed, you delivered.
Mm.
Okay, so you're really like that.
Sir, dude.
Mm.
Anyway, what are your bank accounts number?
Why?
I want to send you because you keep give me some compliments.
No, no, that's
Just kidding.
true. That's true, right?
I
Because
mean, but
you were not uh, you were not wasting your time prior to the start of the press conference.
mhm,
You were really, reviewing your skills. You were really practicing because I was
yeah,
observing you and I was so amazed with such attitude.
sir
No?
dude.
Mhm.
But the real fact was actually at the time, it was my very first time,
Mhm.
uh, being a host for a talk show, and I just really a bit nervous anyway.
Mhm. But
But lucky me, I can handle it because
yeah.
of you try to make a kind of
Mm.
yeah, fun
Okay.
circumstances, fun situation.
Yeah. Now, have you? I mean, you had so many TV guestings, I know, and
Mhm.
have you appeared in TV shows or any drama shows in Indonesia?
To be honest, actually, this year I was scheduled by the PH production house,
Mm,
and actually, I'm still waiting for the schedule. And yeah, just pray for me. But
yeah.
about years ago, or a couple of years ago, I was being a talent for a kind of how do you say that, FTV, FTV,
Mm,
like
yeah.
FTV. And yeah, I was uh, I was one of the talents actually.
Mm,
So yeah, in
oh,
Trans TV,
yeah.
that's it.
I heard, no, based on my research, that you know a
Mhm.
lot of languages. You can speak different languages. What are these languages that you could speak?
Je parlais en français un petit peu. Je parlais en français. Nihongo desu. What
Mm.
else? Mandarin.
Really,
Yeah.
how did you become interested with such languages?
Since I love memorizing words and mimicking people,
Mm,
impersonating. I mean,
yeah,
impersonating
because you're
people.
an
Uh,
actor, natural
yeah,
actor. Mm,
I love that. That makes me, um, really really urged to learn about new language. And I
mm,
learn about Thailand anyway. You want to
mm,
listen to it?
yeah. Can you speak? Uh,
สวัสดีครับผมชื่ออัลฟาเรียกโกรเลยมาใครครับสบายดีไหมขอบคุณครับ
okay. A sample of all the languages that you know.
Okay, French already, right?
Okay,
French already.
French.
And Japan,
Mm,
probably.
Japanese.
Okay. Konbanwa. あなたの名前はALVALINO KASENDAです。年よろしくお願いいたします。建町かこによりません。ビクトリーはシマトにほ名前。でも番号と余計をお話しください。どうもありが
Wow,
とう。
amazing.
Yeah.
What else? Korean.
Korean just a little
Not
bit because I love
uh,
watching Korean drama.
okay. Okay. So another thing,
Mhm.
your Sunday you allocated, serving in the church, right?
Mhm.
So you are a very spiritual person, which is
Oh
also
my, that's so good.
amazing. What
You're
I mean,
exaggerating.
you really serve in the church, no? Well, since when did you start, involving yourself in church services?
It was 2012. Yeah, as far as I remember. My friend invited me to be a guitarist
Mhm.
actually in that church. So at the very first time, I also played the guitar. I mean, electric guitar in front of the congregation, and it was, oh my god, a doomsday, I think, at the time,
Mm.
because so pitchy. Like, oh my goodness. And I just embarrassed myself. Oh my god. Yeah, at the time, the very first time, and unforgettable moment.
Yeah. And what are aside from guitar, what other
Mhm.
musical instruments you could play?
Since I want to, upgrade myself, I learn also piano,
You know. Mm.
box as well. What else? Like flute from hands,
Mhm.
something like that, and drum as well,
Mhm.
drum and trumpet. Yeah.
Okay, talented, very talented.
Don't forget
Then
your.
then you're also I mean I'm really so amazed, because
Mm,
I have a parent in the school where I currently
uh,
teach whose children
uh-huh.
who they know you because you're coaching them in music, right, and in
Yeah.
guitar. So how did you know Miss Susan?
Oh, this is actually a personal information, huh?
No,
Yeah.
because how did you how did you know
Okay.
a small world, right?
Actually, we were in the same church and we
Mm,
met in the same flow. For your information, flow, it's like a fellowship
mm,
for Christian people or for anyone who wants to join it to praise and worship God and to listen to a sermon.
mm,
And yeah, I was meeting her around 2 years ago, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And then I mean, like both of us, we follow each other Instagram, and
mm,
she saw that Alpha, you can play guitar, you can coach,
yeah,
how to be a healthy personal trainer.
mm,
And then, yeah, at the time, she was, let's say, inviting me to teach
yeah.
his her beloved, yeah,
She's a
very
very
beloved.
nice woman and nice
Yeah,
kids as well,
so
right?
friendly.
Yeah. Hi, Miss Susan.
I miss Suzanne.
Yeah. And okay, another okay. So I mean, when I met you, okay, you were about also to coach that time candidates, for Putri Indonesia, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, yeah.
but who was the first lady that you trained in Manohara? I think the
Manohara.
candidate for Miss Indonesia.
Yeah, from Miss
Is it
Indonesia.
Sasha, right?
Sasha.
Okay, Sasha. She's the very first trainee
Very
that you
first.
had.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's good, no? She made it in the top 15, and she won
Yeah.
special
Oh
awards
my god, it's
also, right?
unexpected. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
no. So
unexpected.
congratulations to her, no?
Yeah, thank God.
Then after that, we had like Shara.
Yeah, Shara.
Shara also made it in top 11, right?
Yep.
And social media.
And
I mean, I think you have a good touch, because
no, because of
uh,
you, you, you,
yeah.
you, you teach them, you
And
taught them
then also,
about public speaking.
what can
I'm
you say?
just,
What can you say about Shara? Will be watching this. What can you say about her?
yeah, Shara, it's a very beautiful woman, and she is smart, and I really actually admired her. And yeah, I think she is getting closer to what she dreams about.
Yeah, she's very busy now. No, she's
Yes,
endorsing a
very
lot of
busy endorsing all of
products.
that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm. And how about, we also have one favorite, candidate also, Miss Charm Malaysia. What can
Oh,
you say
yeah.
about her, Shannon?
Okay. Shannon, oh my God, I miss her.
Yeah.
Miss to talk with her. She's so, easy to talk with, and everything that you want to share with her. I mean, like she loves to share anything.
Yeah.
I mean, for me as a, let's say, as a new friend, I'm in Indonesia,
Mm.
and I love her. Let's say her. How do you say it? Like her.
She's
Oh, I
very down
forgot
to
that.
earth also, right?
Yep, exactly.
Mm. I mean, she didn't have any, pretensions. I mean, she was
Yeah,
very
potential,
natural, right?
perseverance. Yeah,
Mm. I hope she will make it, no, in the Miss Charm
yeah. We
International.
hope so. We hope so. The
Yeah,
best
good
for
luck
her.
for her. Yeah, and also Lizzie. How about
Ah, yeah,
Lizzie?
Lizzie. Yeah.
Lizzie won third
she,
runner-up in Miss Global, right?
yeah, I think she was the
So
sexiest, yeah, sexiest
yeah,
candidates and trainee that I ever
and very
met.
young, right?
Very
Very
young,
young.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
But then the good thing about Lizzie was that, she transforms when you put makeup on her.
yeah.
She looks
Very
very
elegant,
mature and
mature,
like a
elegant.
woman.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
without the makeup, and then she's very young. Yeah.
Yeah, makeup can turn people.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Alba, you've been very busy, no? But then at the onset of the pandemic, when it started, of course,
Mm,
a lot of things have been affected, no?
yeah,
So, and since you are in the entertainment industry also, in the training, coaching, of course,
yeah,
somehow you were affected, no? What were the things that, that changed when the pandemic started in your life?
yeah. Finance.
Yes.
Yeah, it affects
Yeah.
all people, I guess, because I mean the most terrible um impacts for the entertainment and the tourism, I think. Why I say that, because yeah, I experienced that.
Yeah.
Me, I mean, like all of the jobs were being canceled and were
Mm.
being postponed, some.
Yeah.
And for me, actually, I'm not coaching anymore
Mm.
for now,
Mm.
because no clients, and yeah, there's so many considerations since the
Yeah.
pandemic, right? Because we have to take distance or and
Mm.
wearing masks, and it's so complicated.
Yeah, it's so complicated. And even for communication coaching, it's a good
Yeah,
thing for communication coaching. You could do it online,
online.
no? Yeah, somehow. But then
Mhm.
still, there are some limitations.
Yeah, limitation manner. Yeah.
And also, of course, in terms of payment, I think for those who
Mhm.
are doing online, it's also cut into
Yeah.
something because
Mhm.
it's just online.
Yeah,
How could you
online. Yeah.
charge
How you could
high?
expect
Yeah.
expect more?
Okay, so how did you manage to cope up? No, the pandemic has been for
Mm.
a year now, and then how did you manage to get by?
Actually, I tried a new hobby because I love music. I joined some competitions like making a music for their company,
Mm,
and thank God I won two competitions and I got money from
really?
it. And I tried to be more productive,
Mm,
making a new songs, and yeah, another, like I over myself to the company or the clients, like I can be your model, I can be your videographer if you
yeah,
really
everything,
need
right?
that, everything to
Yeah, because you're
survive.
talented. You can be, the model. At the same time,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
are the one composing the songs
yeah,
or the jingle, and
yep,
you could do a lot of things. You could also
yeah.
play the music, and so I noticed now when I was watching your videos. I mean,
uh,
you were in different places. How did you manage to do that? Are
yeah.
you really going to different areas in Indonesia and then you take a video? Do you have a videographer with you? Do you have somebody with you when you are taking all your videos?
Actually, I went there with my friend, but yeah, I did all things with myself, like
Even the
capturing,
editing.
recording, editing.
Oh my gosh. You're
Sometimes
really
the
good.
song, I use my song because the YouTube is so complicated.
Mm.
Otherwise, it will be claim and
Yeah. And you have a big following, no? You have so many followers in Instagram. Okay. No, that's true, right? I hope I could get at least 1/4 of your followers.
you
You
will
know,
get sooner.
no, no. Among this, these followers, have you encountered any situation wherein
Mhm.
you have some bashers, you have some people who were, commenting negatively with what you're posting, and how do
Okay.
you handle that?
Um. Yeah, sir. I want to tell you about this. This is a very bad experience that
Mm,
happened in my life. Um. After I, let's say, competing in Mr. International, and I
mm,
went back in Indonesia, I was having a very, many negative words. Like, I don't know who did that actually.
mm,
I think he was actually paying someone to be a kind of a robot comments, auto
mm.
comments, and
Ah,
everything that I posted, everything that I uploaded in
mm.
Instagram, actually was like, all the bad comments, like 1,000. If I ever,
Really?
yeah, to be honest, 1,000 comments, and I block and I delete it, I block and I delete it, and it happened for 6 months. Can you
Oh
imagine
my
how
gosh.
how how
So
how frustrated,
stressful.
so
Mm,
stressful and frustrated at the time. I was actually reporting to the police office,
mm.
and after that, thank God, he
It
stopped.
stopped. Okay.
Yeah, he
So
stopped.
who do you think, no? Who do you think is behind this?
I tried to guess some of the 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 person who can be the one who did that, but
Mm,
I'm a bit afraid to
yeah.
to say it was
Yes.
him, because I have no evidence. So
Mm,
I just go to the
okay.
police office
So
and pray.
so meaning to say you were really affected, no? Because imagine for 6 months you've been
Mm.
receiving almost every day these
Yeah,
negative
yeah, yeah.
comments, and then how did you
Handle.
cope with it? How did you
Yeah.
try to resolve it? And because I'm sure
Okay.
it's really affecting your
Yeah.
emotions, no, that sometimes you
Mm.
cannot do anything anymore,
Mm.
because even if you try to avoid it, you can't help but to see the comments. You can't help
Yeah.
but to, okay, how did you confront that aside from
I
reporting it?
yeah. I bless them. I
Mm,
bless them with the positive words, like positive vibes. Even they said like, Alpha, you look like blah 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 blah.
mm,
You're dark skin or
mm.
whatever. And I just like, may God bless you, may God bless you. I never curse them back. I
Yeah,
never like,
that's
yeah. Even
good.
even my heart hurts. Even my
Mm.
heart hurts. I just bless them at a time. I even close my comments like, yeah, no one can comment even
So the
afterwards.
comments were in Bahasa Indonesia or in English?
Some from English, some
Mm.
from Indonesia, some from Philippines even.
Really?
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I mean, yeah, just some, because yeah, he used internet, or hacker, something
Mm-mm.
like that, hacker.
Sometimes no, we cannot explain the reason why there are so many people who enjoy, offending other people. No, where in fact
Yeah,
we're
they,
not
they
doing
have
anything
they have
against
no
them.
job, they have no
Yeah.
things to do. They
Uh,
just want to.
yeah. Okay, so from that time, from that
Mm,
experience, now talking about recent, development in your
mm.
life, do you still encounter bashers, internet bashers, or somehow it minimized or it decreased in number?
Nowadays it decreased, or I can even find it anymore. Like,
Mm,
yeah, since I have to tell this for you.
mm,
Um, Actually, my followers a bit decreases
mm.
since those
Yeah.
negative comments
Mm.
from
They were they
yeah,
were affected also.
yeah, 9,000, and it's around 86,
Mm,
right? And actually about the engagement as well, it
mm,
became less. Many actually impacts from that
mm.
thing.
Okay. Before you were doing a lot of, live, Instagram live.
Uh,
But recently, are you still doing it? Because I haven't seen you doing lives
yeah.
anymore.
2021
Mm,
is a tough years for me since I started January with
mm,
some hopes and expectations, and actually it is really out of my expectation. And
mm,
yeah, it makes me really a bit lazy to do
mm.
live streaming in Instagram.
Okay. But
So
you
yeah.
have so many viewers whenever you do that. That I think, you know, when you do that, is it monetized, or you just do it for for the heck of doing it?
The second one, the heck of the except for the Bigo. Have you
Okay.
ever watched my Bigo? I mean, like I
I I
upload it in
haven't
Instagram.
tried. Okay,
Yeah, and
watching it.
yeah, actually, I was paid by the Bigo office to
Mm,
do the live streaming, so I have to live
mm,
first at the Instagram, then move with
okay.
the Bigo.
Mm. So okay. So are you still teaching right now? Mm.
Yep. Yeah.
So is it online teaching, or you go to
Yeah.
school?
Actually, we have a kind of picket. How do you say picket? I forgot that word. Picket, like you coming to the school twice a week, just to
Some sort of hybrid? No, not
yeah,
really.
let's say so.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
just to come to school.
Okay, so in the morning, so you are at school, you're
Mm-hmm.
reporting even online, right?
Even online. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't intend to, to embark on another job. What if you become very busy? Because you have your
Mm.
recording career now, right? Mm. Could you please tell something about this recording of yours? How did it start? I know you're singing, I know you're a musician,
Um,
but then who offered you this who formalized this, being a musician now that you have your is it available now in Spotify?
yeah, just two
Yeah, yeah,
songs
I think I
actually.
subscribed. No? Subscribed into it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, but who
Spotify.
offered this to you? How did it start?
For the first song, actually, Bukan Peramal. Yeah, it's Indonesian song.
Yeah.
It was my friend. He offered me to sing his song actually, and I was interested. It was 2 years ago, but actually he promised me to do the recordings at the November 2018. But since so many considerations, so many things, bad things happened, then we decided to do it in 2021. That's why first February, first February we do the recording, and then we continue to to do some promo
Yeah.
to advertise it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
So when was the video
video clip.
taken? I mean, yeah, when did you have the video, shooting of that? Mm.
About the video clip, we are not doing it yet because so many considerations. But about
Okay.
my newest song, I was producing by myself, even playing
Really?
playing the musics.
When I'm not really that knowledgeable about the
Uh,
business, no. How do
uh,
you produce? When you produce it, what do you do?
Actually, I have the applications and I have the hardware. Actually, it's like a sound card, and you put
Mm,
some cables and what else? You plug the cables on it, and you just connect
okay.
it with your laptop. Actually, you have a laptop. Just
So
do with the applications.
you know a lot of things, no? I mean, you know how to edit, to play instruments, to sing, to speak a lot. I mean,
Yeah, thank God, thank God.
multi-talented.
No, 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 sir. That's actually Jakarta insist me to do more things. Otherwise,
Yeah. My gosh, no, that's so amazing. No, that's why, oh, let's go now to how about your another career in vitamin? Is that
vitamin, fit ala Mr.
vitamin?
Alvin. Yeah,
Mm,
it is my motto actually. After I, done with the competition, Mr. International, I promised myself like I want to inspire people not just because I have a good body, not just because I
mm,
represent Indonesia, but I want to inspire people because I want to help them to reach
Okay.
their better version of themselves. That's why I let's say I decided to make a kind of a motto, vitamin, fit ala Mr. Alvin,
Mm,
and with the hashtag balancing your mind, your
mm,
spirit, and your soul, and your body, mind, and
mm.
soul.
How is it
Yeah.
going now? Because if you could remember, though, before the pandemic, I
Mm.
was about to enroll, but because
Mm.
after that the pandemic started, so everything was halted, right?
Yeah.
How is it going now? Do you still have clients, or is it still continuing? Because you need
Yeah.
to go to your clients, right? And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so how is it?
As I told you just now about the clients, actually, I have no clients about
Okay.
4 months. I mean, it's been 4 months. So I just focus doing on my things like musics and
Mm,
actings, yeah, that things,
okay.
and teaching. Yeah, three things actually.
Yeah.
About the coaching, yeah, I take a rest. Yeah.
Okay, so of course your finances have been affected, no, with this pandemic, but you still manage to cope, I mean, or you still ask support from your parents. And
Oh my goodness, no,
uh,
sir, dudes. Actually, yeah, 6 years ago, the
mm,
last time I asked their support.
really? So you're
Yeah, six
trying
months.
to really do it on your own,
Yeah,
and
even I was sick. Yeah, I just pay by myself.
oh my gosh, you're
Yeah,
so amazing.
God is amazing. I'm nothing.
Yeah. Oh, really? So you're really living on your own.
Yep.
Mm. But somehow, of course, uh, do you still support your parents, or just, they understand that if ever you don't, do they require you to, oh, support us, we need your help, or
Oh
what?
no. Actually, I offered them to help my brother because my brother is
Mm.
still students in,
So you still have a younger brother.
yeah, younger
Okay.
brother.
Potential
Five.
future Mr. International also.
Future singer, I guess, because he loves
Okay.
singing as well.
When was the last time? Okay, during the pandemic, remember, you told me that you would go back to your hometown, right?
Uh-huh.
How long did you stay there?
Oh, it's been,
How
I
many
think,
months?
5 months.
5 months.
Yeah,
So
it's
that
quite long.
long. Okay. And then when did you finally decide to come back? Even though, coming back to Jakarta is still difficult during the
Yeah.
time. So how did you manage to come back?
I actually asked some of my friends and even my relatives in Jakarta if they have any kind of like job, a freelance job or whatever.
Mm,
So I can, let's say, count it how many, you know how many let's say
mm,
the money they can have to survive in Jakarta
mm,
for how long, because during the pandemic all the job is quite, yeah, very
yeah.
difficult to find
Mm,
for us as a freelance.
mm,
Actually, a self-employed, I will say they're self-employed.
mm. So yeah, you're a freelancer. You could do anything, no? I mean, you
Mm,
could strike anywhere.
yeah.
Right? So, but what is your major source of income now?
Yeah, it's from school actually.
From the school, like
Yeah.
this. So that one is, because that's regular, no? Every
Yeah,
month you are
regular.
paid. But the other things that you're doing, it depends, no? It depends upon the
Depends.
client, if you have a client or not. So how do you prepare your foods? Do you cook, or because you're very conscious about your health? You cannot just buy anything outside, right? So do you cook? Do you prepare your food, your own food?
Absolutely, because I love, Manadoni's food. Yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
love cooking like 3 times a week. Yeah,
Okay.
I go to the market, like a local
Pasar.
market in
Mm-hmm.
Jakarta. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
pasar. Try to
Okay.
buy some stuffs and I cook
Okay.
it after
And
this.
so that lasts for a week. No, when you go to the market, you buy foods that would last for 1 week or 2 weeks, like that.
It's just for 3 days actually, because I
For
love
3 days.
going to the market and
Is it
just
not?
go
Is
there.
it not?
This is very near from
Is it
here.
safe to go to the market now?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm wearing so
Mm.
many many
Mm.
stuffs,
Face
like, you know, it's
mask,
like,
face
yeah,
shield,
face,
etc.
yeah, and the
Yeah,
hoodie as well, and a hat.
okay, because it's so
Like, it's
scary,
pretty.
I haven't been to malls. I haven't been to
Seriously?
markets.
Oh my
So
goodness.
because it's so scary, I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
afraid. And okay, so you are staying now in the same place you used to stay before.
Yep.
Okay, so you said you have some relatives or friends here in Jakarta. Why didn't
Mhm.
you like stay with your relatives rather than spending so much in the rent and all?
Yeah, I think that's a bad idea, sir. This I was living with my tante, it is
Mm,
my
mm.
aunt in South Jakarta, and it was in a Servino apartment, and I was feeling like I was in the jail. But you know what? Yeah, yeah, because whenever they want to go out, they just lock the door and just, leave me alone.
They lock the door and with you inside?
Yep,
Oh my
exactly.
gosh.
That's why I said that's a bad idea. Yeah,
Oh my
it's a bad
gosh.
experience.
Why did they do that?
I have no idea. This
Oh my
is
gosh.
this is the truth.
What if something came up? What if something happened and you were trapped inside? No.
I really have no idea.
So how long did you stay? How long did
It's just
you,
for 3 months.
for
3 months,
three
then
months?
I decided to go back Manado and, yeah,
Mm.
try to find a
Oh
job in
my
Manado.
gosh. I'm so surprised with that
Yeah,
story.
just you guys know about this.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about your love life. I mean, you're
Oh my goodness.
handsome,
Yeah.
you're desirable. Many girls uh, like you. But did you have any serious relationships?
Current
Yeah,
situation.
yeah, girlfriend. I mean, how many girlfriends did you have?
Oh my god, sir, dudes.
Mm. But of course,
I have no
people are
girlfriend for
interested and curious about it.
yeah, I have no girlfriend for 2 years.
2 years. So
Yeah,
2 years ago, you had.
yeah, I
So
had.
what? Of course, I know this is personal, but what caused the breakup?
Yeah, it's a long story anyway. It could be a
Okay.
one book if I told you, but I try
Mm.
to make it
And to
short.
make it short,
Short, short. Yeah, I was not fall in love with her actually.
so you fell out of love,
Yeah,
or
uh,
okay.
and she was so protective and was so possessive, and I don't
Okay.
really that girl. I mean, at the first time, I cannot see that. I cannot feel it. But since I know her day by day, and yeah, I think we're not
Mm,
supposed to be a couple.
yeah. So, okay. So when do you intend to, settle down? When do you intend to get married and have your own family?
When I am around 29, 30, I guess.
How old are you
No,
right now?
I'm 18 years old. Sorry, just
Yeah, because I'm 2 years older than you. I'm 20. So when you
yeah,
competed for Mr. International, how old were you that time?
21. Yeah,
21.
21,
So
21.
you're still very young, Alva. That
Yeah,
was
I know, right?
2007. That was 2017, right? 18, 19,
Yeah,
20, now 21. So 21, 22, 23. You're 25 only now.
yep,
Oh my
you're
gosh,
right.
very young, yeah. But
Yeah,
then when we look at you on screen, you look like a very mature man, adult. No, but you're very young. Oh my gosh, I'm
I
so
am.
amazed.
I need to learn a lot from you, sir, dudes.
Uh, you know, oh my gosh, you're so young. So
I am.
what are your plans? So what are your future plans? Long term plan, yeah, about
Okay.
yourself, about your career.
Um, I'm planning to have a kind of a scholarship actually this year, so I'm working on it. And another one is I have a dream for the upcoming 2 years that I'm going to have my, let's say, production house, so I
Mm,
can, promote doing my stuff like music, and what else, singing and etc.
acting and all.
Yeah,
Mm,
and for the upcoming 5 years, I guess I need to find the best partner of my life.
Okay, my God.
I mean,
Also,
or
ladies out
when I have,
there,
yeah,
ladies
when I
out
have
there, be
my
ready, be
things.
prepared. You can apply to Alva after 5 years.
Thank you, sir, dude. It's a
Okay.
good promotion.
So, what was the first one? No, what was the first one that you said about
Scholarship.
your plan? It's scholarship. What is
Yeah.
this scholarship? Do you want to study again?
Yeah, I want to study abroad in Netherlands, actually, in Maastricht University. But
Mm,
yes, still figuring out to find the finance. Actually, yeah,
mm.
you know,
Okay,
it's a bit
but
complicated
I
for the
think
registration.
not many know that you graduated cum laude, right?
Oh my God, how
With
did you know?
yeah, of
How did you know?
course, I made a research.
Are you just guessing? Oh.
So you graduated cum laude, okay? So
Ah,
meaning to say you were very studious. I mean, you were
what is the
getting good
juice?
studious, like you
Oh,
were
yeah,
focused in your studies, you
yeah,
were
yeah.
very serious about it because uh so when you competed in the Mr. International, you're not yet graduate, right?
Yep.
So then you went back to school and then you graduated cum laude.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing, you know. Mm-mm.
Okay.
So what kind of scholarship you are applying?
There are two actually. The first one is LPDP, and the second one is the full executive Maastricht, if I'm not
Mm.
mistaken.
So
Yeah.
if you have a plan of applying for scholarship,
Mhm.
definitely once you will be accepted there, some of your other plans would be set aside in the meantime, right? So you're ready with that.
Yeah, I'm so ready.
You're ready, but at least you could still do on the side your videos, your
Yeah, I
social
can
media
still make
engagement,
another
right?
content actually. Yeah.
Yeah, your content, no, it becomes actually wider because you will be in
Yep.
another country.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing, no, that's
Uh,
exciting to watch out for. Mm. but but you will be, but you have to leave your teaching
yeah,
and some other
that's the consequence.
coaching,
Yeah.
and a lot of things, no, that will be sacrificed and will be given up.
Mhm.
No, I hope, no, I hope you will hit that scholarship. You will be able to get that scholarship
Amen. Thank you,
that
Sir
you're
Grace.
aiming for, no. And then, if ever you will be out of Indonesia for 2 years,
Yeah, 2 years, I
no,
guess.
2 years. So
Even
after,
3 years.
so aren't you thinking that somehow after the scholarship, another path would be open to you, right? So because you have to practice what you learned and what you
Mm.
have studied here.
Mm.
So my gosh, so many branches of possible career
Mhm.
uh, path that you will enter into. Don't you think haven't you thought of putting up your own business like that? Because I mean, you have a
Ah,
name. You could be an endorser of a product that
yeah.
you might want to introduce, and people know you. So I mean, you have a big edge in terms of marketing. So
Um, I had a plan actually. When I got the scholarship and I graduating from the university for my master degree, and I'm going to return to Indonesia to make my own business. As I told you that I want to have my own restaurant, healthy restaurant, and
mm,
gym as well. And I want to have a kind of a production house.
mm.
So that was my
Why
planning. That was
is
listing.
it necessary for you to take up masters before you can put up these businesses that you're thinking?
Nah, so I actually had the plan B.
Mm,
The plan B is I'm trying to, let's say, finding another job actually for kind of how do you say that? I forgot the terminology. Like for the holiday jobs,
mm,
yeah, for the during the holidays in Australia. I mean, it's like for 1 month, yeah, so I can get the money and
mm.
the money I can use for my small business.
Like part-time
Yeah,
jobs.
yeah, part-time jobs. Let's say so.
So you're applying in Australia.
Yeah, applying in Australia. It's Imund International, managed for university, if I'm not mistaken, to help them
Uh,
to
where is it?
interpret.
In Sydney, in Melbourne, in
In
where?
Melbourne. In Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah,
Okay, amazing.
but
I
online. online,
online.
online,
Ah, if ever you will be accepted, you will do it online.
online. Yeah,
Okay.
I
So
want
I
to go there actually.
yeah, I think when the situation becomes better, there might be an opportunity for you to go there, no? But
Yeah.
in at this point, online. Okay. So if it's online, I think you could still do some other
Yep.
things that you're doing here, no?
Hmm.
So you plan to have your own restaurants like
Yeah,
that.
because I love cooking and I want a
Mm-mm.
healthy
And
restaurant.
if ever, how would you name it? What kind of, what name of the restaurant you?
Vitamin.
Vitamin.
Fit ala Mr. Alvin.
Fit
That's Alvin,
Alamesa.
my nickname.
Okay, that's amazing. I hope you could start that soon. So you don't intend to look for partners for you to have that
I
kind of
actually
business.
started already. I already started um, about a year ago with my
Mm,
foster mom in Tomohon. It's in
mm,
Manado. Actually, we start with the small business, like we sell our healthy snacks, healthy
mm,
products. We sell it, personally, like our relatives, our friends, through social media sometimes.
mm. So you prepare the foods.
Yeah, I prefer the food. Sometimes it's
Okay.
a wrap salad, a granola, and
Mm.
also like roa. It's a traditional fish from
So
Manado, actually.
here in Jakarta, you don't do that. You don't.
I did it. I did that, like personally, like
So are there people who are placing their orders on you? You should have.
not yet. That was my planning, and
Mm.
I'm planning to it now.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
you
I'm
let
so
me
excited
know.
for it.
You let me know. I could get some customers for you.
Oh, really?
A
So sweet.
lot. Okay. So how are your? I mean, how are
Mhm.
family? Your family members, your mom, your dad, your brother. How are they doing
Mhm.
right now?
They are fine, and they are just keep doing their own things.
How often do you communicate with them?
Once in a week, yeah,
Once a week. So
sometimes.
you do video call like that, or
Yeah,
you just
not
call?
video call, just call, and sometimes
Uh,
texting, like saying Happy Sunday, how are you, what
that's
did
so
you do?
sweet.
Yeah.
So your brother is the only sibling that you have.
Yep.
That's just
Just
the
two
two
of
of
us.
you.
Yeah, two of us.
Okay, okay. How old is he?
Around 20. Yeah, 20.
20. Still young. No, so you don't encourage him to join Hellman or
He wants to, but he is a bit afraid of his public speaking because he cannot speak English, right? Yeah.
teach him.
I already, but yeah, it's like
But do you think, Alva, speaking English is necessary when you compete in the international pageant?
exactly, because
Really?
that is, yeah, that a bridge to communicate with others. Otherwise, we cannot
Mm.
speak their
Okay.
language.
But how come, no? For example, in the Miss Universe and in some
Mm.
other competitions,
You have a
sometimes the
translator.
winner, the winner doesn't even or cannot
Yeah,
even
see.
speak English, right?
Yeah, it's a pageantry question. It's
Yes.
tricky.
Hmm. How
I mean,
important is English in in an international pageant?
oh my god, so good.
No, you were right. No, of course.
uh,
People speak. Candidates speak different
mm,
languages, and you need as one language that would connect. That
yeah,
everybody could understand, and that's English, right?
yeah.
Okay.
I think we
So
have the same reason.
when you were in the pageant, were there some contestants who couldn't speak English?
My roommate, both of them.
Oh,
We just
both of.
using like
So how did you manage?
gesture, gesture, like
Oh, really? Oh my gosh. So that's why Mr. Netherlands became your close
Yeah,
friend
he can
because
speak
Netherlands could speak.
English very, fluently, and Indonesia just a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. But of course, if for example you were not a contestant in Mr. International during your time, who
Mm.
would be your winner?
I'm going to choose. Oh my God, so complicated. I try to remember the name.
Actually, who won? Who won that time? No, I forgot.
Korea.
Korea. Okay.
Alessio. I'm going to choose Alessio from Switzerland. Yeah,
Okay.
he's so handsome and tall and like, oh my God,
And then
so.
what did he win? Did he
And
place in top
yeah,
5?
fourth.
Top 4. Okay.
Fourth.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you better check him. Yeah,
Okay,
better check him.
I will watch it again because when I was watching, I was just focused on your performance.
Oh my God.
I
I
did not
don't,
mind the others.
I don't even
I
recognize my
forwarded,
face at the time.
I keep on forwarding it. Oh, where is Indonesia now? It's Alba now, it's Alba. So, even in the national costume at the beginning, I forwarded it. Like, okay, so
Okay.
I love your costume
Oh,
in
thank you
that
so
one.
much. Really
Who
appreciate
made
that.
it? Who created that costume?
It's a Katio from Salatiga Festival, actually.
Could you please tell to our audience what is the story behind that costume?
Actually, it's a burung enggang from Kalimantan, yeah,
Mhm.
Borneo, and it is one of the, let's say, honorable bird. Yeah, let's say
Mhm.
so, and it signifies as a leader for their ethnics, and also, as far as I remember, that he's very loyal
Mhm.
for his partner, and he loves to protect their family. That's why it
Okay.
signifies about the
The costume was so
costume.
elaborate, no? Is it not heavy?
Actually, that it's not that heavy as you
Mhm.
see that. It's, yeah, just made of the
Mhm.
some parts of the
We will
plastics.
try to
Uh,
insert and show that in this video. We will
oh,
show.
I have in it. I have in it now. It took it.
Uh,
It already took it.
no, we will show it the clips and all
Oh,
like
the
that
clips. Oh, okay.
when we show it and yeah.
I think
When we upload this in YouTube, we will try to show.
I think
Yeah.
you tell me
Okay,
to
now
wear it.
this is another question that I should have asked a long time ago. Indonesians basically are very conservative, right? No,
Yeah.
so when you competed, of course you
Mm.
were asked to wear swimming trunks, right?
Mm.
Okay, so were you ready with that, or how did you prepare yourself to into that? Because not everybody welcomes that, right?
Yeah.
The idea of seeing their contestant wearing
Yeah.
swimming trunks.
I was the, let's say, one of the I think person who feel embarrassed about myself because I was a worship leader in my church, and
Mm,
yeah, I'm a role model for
yeah,
the younger kids and
yeah.
the teenagers. And when they ask me like, Alpha, uh, Alpha, are you going to wear swimwear? Oh my goodness, in front of like, but as a representative of
Yeah,
Indonesia, I have to be more confident
yeah.
about myself, and I have to show them that I
How
am.
did you prepare yourself in the Elmen? You were not. Were you asked to wear swimwear?
Yeah,
Ah,
I was asking them.
okay.
Yeah, and I was, yeah, preparing myself to do some photo shoots. I mean, yeah, I don't
Mm,
really care what people say about me. I just want to do my best
mhm.
and trying
So
to
the first
put
time,
aside all the
was it the first time you did it in the Elmen?
very first time.
Okay. What were you feeling? Of course, it feels so awkward at the beginning.
At the
So
beginning, yeah, at the photo shoots, but since I compete in Miss International,
mhm,
I feel like, yeah,
confident
it's a
enough.
normal thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
normal thing and
normal thing.
confident. Yeah.
Okay. No, how did your parents take it? Like, is they were supportive of it? What was their
they
reaction?
they even they even reshare and repost the post that I
Okay, they're so
wear
proud
a
of you.
swimwear.
Mhm.
But it's
Oh.
embarrassing. I saw like my titit. Like, oh my
Okay.
goodness.
Yeah, that's nice. No,
Yeah.
that's very good. At least Okay. Alba is disconnected, so let's just wait for a while. I think he's trying to get in. Alba is actually a very, down to earth, guy. I met him a year ago, and he's very humble in spite of the fact that he is already a celebrity.